the beginning I was very afraid because I've never studied English, so for me it was very impressive. But I noticed that teachers are very good and they are patient because we don't usually use English, we use our own language, so they help us a lot and they try to make us easy to understand what they are speaking about. And the international office here in Fachhochschule is very important because they help us a lot, they give us a lot of information, and if we have any kind of doubt we can write them, and they always help us with everything. I recommend to other students to come here because it's so nice. I like the place, the people, because they are so nice, and if they can help you, they are going to do. If you speak with them in English, they are going to answer you, and this is very important because even I tried to speak in German, this is the first time that I study and it's very difficult for me, and they try to understand me. I really like it because the green of the trees are very, very green. I really like it because in Spain it's so sad and I don't like.
So I came on my exchange semester to the Fachhochschule für Arbeit, and I loved it here that I actually decided to come back and do a master's here. It was such a valuable experience, not only discovering the university but also this beautiful surrounds that it's situated in, and discovering the beautiful nature around here. In terms of the uni work, I thought it was great that they placed such importance on group work and practical work. We did work for real customers, for real clients, and had a lot of practical experience. The facilities here are also great. The printers, the equipment we have access to, like the cameras, computers, it's all very great, and they really put in a lot of effort to make the exchange students feel welcome and feel at home here. I think it's important, or I think it's very valuable for students to go overseas or to other universities, just to have a bigger perspective on their area of study. In terms of design, I learnt a lot about Austrian design and how design should be catered towards different publics. Yeah, the Australian and the Austrian design scene is quite different, and I wouldn't have learnt about it if I hadn't studied at this university. Not just in terms of the academics, just the life skills you learn going overseas is so valuable. Going away from home or your comfort zone is, I think, such an invaluable experience. Going somewhere where the language is different and the culture is also significantly different, it really helped me gain perspective and helped me be more independent. I was a bit nervous before coming here because I've only ever lived in a big city, and Dornbirn was quite a small town. But I settled in very quickly. I think I was maybe homesick for the first few days, and then orientation started and I forgot about it straight away. It was quite a shock coming into the winter, into the cold, but we decided to make the most of it and we went skiing a lot. Yeah, so actually all my concerns disappeared pretty quickly after arriving here. I would recommend to anyone to go overseas for an exchange. It was such a good experience.
I had a few other options as well, but I wanted to get some exposure in an Austrian or German university, and FH came to be the natural choice. One, because they have an association with my university. Second, I like the standard of education which they provide. Vorarlberg is landlocked. It has Austrian Alps, Swiss Alps. I can take a train and in 15 minutes I can reach Switzerland. 20 minutes I can hit Germany. So I think this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Before coming here, I had read a lot about German and Austrian universities, and I found that education standards are really high because most universities are affiliated with the ECTS, which is pretty high in itself. And once you get a European degree or a little bit exposure from any of the European universities, it's pretty good. And FH, again, it's one of the leading Austrian University of Applied Sciences, and it's good, it's maintaining its standards. I'm doing my bachelor's thesis here, so I think that getting a European thesis would certainly help my career.
I wanted to see something outside of the United States, so I applied through my home institution for our study abroad program, and they offered me Fachhochschule. They told me that the intermediate program here would help influence my art and help me develop and grow and to be a more well-rounded designer. The professors I've met here approach projects in a way I have never seen before. It was really shocking at first, but now I'd say that this experience has aided my development more than anything else. Being at Fachhochschule has put me in a position to meet and take influence from many people all around the world, and that's why I'm most thankful for this opportunity. Am I looking at the camera? I've had a lot of great experiences abroad, and I'd say my biggest challenge would be that everyone I want to share it with is still back home. But I've been lucky enough to meet a lot of people here who like to explore just as much as I do. Austria isn't a great location for traveling. I've made it to nearly all of the surrounding countries while I was here. When I did stay in Dornbirn, there was beautiful scenery everywhere, and there's a lot to see just a short hike away.
I just think maybe I can improve my English. You know, Chinese people, we have some accent. I feel that the class is so interesting. It's very different from our Chinese class because in our countries, just teachers speak, but students, we will not give some response. But here, yes, very open mind, and the people and teacher will ask us a lot of questions, very interesting questions, and we can speak a lot, just speak our opinions. It's like a meeting, not like a class. So teacher will give us a topic, and everyone have chance to speak their own opinion. When I can't find good Chinese food, I'm homesick. My subject is international marketing and sales, so they will speak a lot of things about culture, like Asian culture, European culture, and because I'm from China, so I don't know a lot about European culture. But when they speak of Asian culture, it's my turn. They don't have a lot of mind to come abroad, but actually that's very cool. And I think it's a good experience for the further study or further job, further working, because you have this experience, you can understand what other people from other countries, what they are thinking. People here, they are very kind and nice. They will want to make friends with you. We have a mountain Karen in Dornbirn, so in weekend I like going outside and go hiking. Sometimes I will go to Bregenz. There's Bodensee. This is very awesome. I recommend students in future come here. They can go Bregenz in weekend. The Bodensee is so awesome.